Obviously, I will not cite all the people and personalities, but this is the room of personalities, but I'm very happy to have you all. Let's move to the second Grand Prix des MEDays 2025. Ce Grand Prix des MEDays pour 2025, second de son genre, va être remis à une personnalité qui est reconnue pour la solidité de son action au service de la renaissance de son pays, le Libéria, de son engagement diplomatique et de son attachement aux valeurs de coopération africaine. Le Libéria figure parmi les partenaires les plus constants du Royaume du Maroc, notamment aussi à travers l'ouverture de son consulat à Dakhla, témoignant de son soutien clair, durable et déterminant dans la souveraineté et l'intégrité territoriale du Maroc. Je voudrais, mesdames, messieurs, proposer au président Fassi Fihri de venir à mes côtés et remettre le Grand Prix des MEDays 2025 à son Excellence, Monsieur Joseph Boakai, président de la République du Libéria. Sous vos applaudissements, s'il vous plaît. Thank you, Mr. President, for being here, and it's an honor to give you this prize. Recognition from the MEDays and its community to the President of Liberia for his constant solidarity and work for stability. Thank you, Mr. President. I'm going to help you. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Mr. President. Yes. We'll be happy to hear from you, Mr. President. We're going to give you the floor to address if you want. Very happy to have you, and it's an honor to have you among us.
Representatives of the Majesty, Mohammed, the sixth King of Morocco, Your Excellencies, distinguished heads of state and government, the honorable ministers, members of the diplomatic corps, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is a profound honor to join you in this historic city of Tangier for the 17th edition of the MEDays Forum, an event held under the esteemed patronage of His Majesty, Mohammed VI. On behalf of the government and people of Liberia, I extend warm greetings and deep appreciation for the gracious hospitality of the Amadeus Institute and the Kingdom of Morocco. This year's theme, Fractures and Polarization, Reinventing the Global Equation, invite us to confront a difficult but unavoidable truth. The world is changing in ways that are deep, unpredictable, and at times unsettling. All certainties are giving way. New rivalries are emerging. Trust in the global system is eroding. And inequalities between nations and peoples continue to widen. The critical question is this: will Africa remain a spectator while others define the new world order, or will Africa claim its rightful place as a principal author of that future? History offers warning. To earlier centuries, Africans were taken from Africa. Today, through decisions made far from our shores, there is a growing risk that this Africa may be taken away from Africans. Our natural wealth enriches others more than our people. Policies that shape our future are sometimes designed without the involvement of Africans. Narratives about our continent are too often shaped by voices that do not know our lived experience. This cannot continue, not if we believe in fairness, not if we believe in dignity, not if we believe that Africans deserve a rightful place in the global conversation. Africa must stand not as an observer, but as an architect, not as a recipient, but as a contributor, not as a continent waiting for permission, but as a continent shaping our own destiny. To shape our new and just global equation, African states must lead with conviction in 4 key areas. The first, geopolitics. Influence today is determined by unity, moral authority, and strategy in diplomacy. Africa must strengthen its collective voice within the global institutions. Our position must reflect our priorities and be informed by our realities. Africa should not be a stage for global rivalry. Africa should be a respected pillar of global peace, leadership, and negotiation. The second is security. A fragmented world brings new threats: terrorism, cyber attack, piracy, trafficking, and organized crime undermines our progress. Africa's states must work together to strengthen intelligence sharing, professionalize security institutions, and reinforce regional alliances. Peace is the bedrock of stability. A secure Africa stands tall in the global affairs. The third, economic governance. Africa is rich in natural endowment, yet millions remain poor. This contradiction is not by chance. It is the result of structures that extract more than they build. That model cannot continue. Africa must insist on value addition. We must negotiate fairly. We must process our minerals at home. We must build industry that give our youth meaningful opportunity. And we must guarantee that the God-given resources of Africa uplift the people of Africa first. No nation had developed by exporting new materials, mineral raw materials alone. Africa must break from that path. The fourth, regional integration. A divided continent cannot influence a divided world. We must accelerate the African continental free trade area. We must harmonize laws and standards. We must build our roads, railways, ports, aviation corridors, and digital highways that unite us. When Africa stands together, Africa becomes a global force. Africa seeks partnership. Africa seeks partnership, not charity. Africa seeks opportunity, not sympathy. And Africa refuses to be spoken for. Africa demands that a place at the table where decisions that shape its destiny are made. Investors with positive mindset can help create a fairer global equation by empowering Africans to become active participants and rightful stakeholders. As I conclude, let me share some thoughts and strategic importance of investors who are committed to share prosperity in Africa. They can invest in value creation. Investment should support industries that process minerals, grow technology, strengthen agriculture, and build local expertise. They can support African ownership, equity, profit sharing, and meaningful local participation ensure that Africans benefit directly from their own natural wealth. They can build infrastructure, strengthen communities, roads, energy, logistics, technology, and water systems create prosperity for millions. They can uphold strong environmental and government standards. Reasonable investment produces stability and trust. They can approach Africa with respect, a positive mindset, not as a risk, but as a partner in global practice. When investors adopt approach, Africans are no longer bystanders. Africans become contributors to global innovation and partners in shared prosperity. There is an African proverb that speaks directly to our moment. It says, and I quote, "Until the lions learn to speak, every story of glory will be told by the hunter." Today, Africa is learning to speak. Africa is shaping its own narrative. Africa is claiming ownership of its place in the world. Let me conclude by saying Africa is not silent. Africa is speaking. Africa is not waiting. Africa is moving. Africa is not behind. Africa is rising. We have the people, the resources, the creativity, and the determination to shape a global equation that is fair, peaceful, and inclusive. What we need now is unity of purpose, strength of leadership, and courage in action. As we gather here in Tangier, let us commit to building a global future where Africa is respected, where African voices shape global outcomes, and where African prosperity becomes a live reality. I want to thank you for this meeting today as Africans. May God bless Africa. May God bless His Majesty, Mohammed VI. May God bless the Kingdom of Morocco. May God bless the Amadeus Institute. And may God bless the Republic of Liberia. And I want to thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.